18 handicap, looking for a full swing analysis across the board with the iron and driver swing. So I've got both of them here with face on and down the line views, and hopefully give you one detail with each video that you can take home and work on. So back to your setup with the iron from the face on video, we're going to see the recurring theme is that your grip is too weak, which will lead to a very open club face bias throughout your swing, causing you to flip it back down through impact. And that's causing a lot of disruption and feeling like you're getting jammed up through that impact area. So look to have the crease that's formed here between your thumb and hand point more toward your rear shoulder, and that will take both of your hands and rotate them more away from the target from the start. That should allow you to keep the club face more closed through the backswing and not have to flip it as much on the way through. Your second quick tidbit here that we'll also pay more attention to in the driver face on is your sway off the ball, which leads you into a reverse pivot with the head tilting more forward than the lower body. So that can have all kinds of low point and contact issues back down at impact, but you try to slide and recover, but we'll see that you do early extend the spine and jump out of your posture here. So let's keep on going with the iron down the line view here, where your setup isn't too bad, but you're rather close to the ball. Hands don't have a lot of space. You can create more room by backing up and getting the butt pushed out with the spine a little bit more upright and a little bit less knee flex. But overall, that grip can also take your shoulders and align them more closed to work toward your more inside path. But setting up, I like the club flush on the ground and the ball on a toe bias setup, so we're okay here so far. Let's get our path line tracing the shaft and work the backswing up. Nice upside takeaway with the face that's starting to stay open because of that grip. Keeping the club shaft vertical and the body turn is alright, but the hands are a little high and not quite deep enough. You do really shallow out the club at the cost of really getting any drive from your lower body, and that shallowing with a weak grip is going to continue to open the face. Now we see that club from the inside here, but if you're that far inside, you need to close the face a ton, and that's where the flip comes from. You're trying to save your shot and watch your trail foot jump and kick out of the way. Your back foot is really going to almost slip through that impact area, showing you that there's really no push or drive, generating speed and power, helping your lower body get through the shot. So theme continues with the driver as we see that grip more evidently over the top with that right hand. Dig them both under, you'll hit a lot more shots that at least start to the left. Now the setup with your driver here. Ball position seems okay off the instep of that lead foot, but I would say you could afford more tilt behind the ball to help prevent some of that reverse pivot that might occur. So that will feel like you're getting your head more behind the ball and dropping your right shoulder more down. It will play into the stronger grip as you rotate those hands behind. But since you are starting more straight up and down, the hips do slide away from target again, resulting in the same reverse pivot up at the top. It makes your downswing slide to rotation difficult, and you see there's not a whole lot of drive from the lower body and lower leg until you've already swung through with the upper body. So it's all club face control based on that grip. I really feel if you can change that and turn that over, you'll see a lot more shots start to the left. Now your driver swing and stance setup don't look too bad from the start here. We'll continue that same upside takeaway with the club face that gets a little rolled open, drop it inside the plane nicely, but really just the same thing. And for you, that's almost good, because if you can work on this with your iron, you're going to be working on the same thing with your driver. The comparison, which we will jump back and forth here with, is going to be the best driver of the ball currently, and let's get him queued up in line here. So a little smaller, drag him over, and we will get Rory's driver swing down the line. So with that same path line, tons of space, very upright stance and posture, but let's watch the club path on the takeaway. First move will be more inside and around the body with lots of rotation, but still keeping the right arm extended away from the body and keeping the club face pointed more down towards the ball. The rotation of the hips and upper body continues and continues until his hands are very far behind him and well behind the heels. a great position of depth and speed to keep that club working inside and maximize body rotation. Now, the comparison to Rory here is to watch what he's doing with his back leg and trail foot. As your back foot was sliding out this way, he's pushing and driving towards target, driving the right knee in and getting the hips to start clearing open. That's a big piece of being able to keep the posture angle down and stop from early rotating out of the shots. So the Pat stays inside with that pretty strong grip, and he likes to work that ball from right to left, at least in this video. So if we jump back to you very quickly over here, we're going to see with this video up back to the driver, the upside takeaway. You try to get that depth of the arms up here at the top, but again, that back leg and lower body stays stuck. Your left knee is trying to recover from the sway move off the ball, so it begins with the grip and your sway. Tighten up those two issues and then come back for a follow-up. Good luck. SendASwing.com.